Hello viewers, so today we are going to be discussing complex exponential equations leading to quadratic equations. In the previous chapter we discussed complex exponential equations, but the ones leading to simple equations, which is the part 2 of this series. So let us start. Now, it's still the same step until we get to the quadratic equation. For the start, this whole value here will be converted to the simplest form. Now, this is the simplest form, 2 raised to the power x. So this will be converted to be 2 raised to the power x, open bracket, raised to the power 2, which is from the third law of indices. Now, when we solve this value in this equation, but before solving it, let's give our law. So this is the simplest form, and we can give a law to be 2 raised to the power x equals a. Now this is a law. Now what this simply means is that anywhere you see 2 raised to the power x, you impute a. So we have 2 raised to the power x here, so this will be open bracket a raised to the power 2 minus 5 2x, which will give us a plus 4 equal to 0. Now we've gotten our quadratic equation. And this quadratic equation, we are going to be solving it by factorization method. Now for factorization method, simply merge these two by multiplying them, gives us 4a squared. Now we need to split this 4a squared into two values that will give us 5a and also give us minus 5a and also give us 4a squared when we multiply it. Now those two values will be 4 and 1. But how do we know the signs to use? Now this will be 4a and a. A is still the same thing as 1a. So, but because we have minus here and we have plus here, both of them are going to be minus. Now when you see, when we subtract or add these two, we have minus 4a minus a, which will give us 5a minus 5a. And when we multiply it, it will give us 4a squared. So now imputing this value in this equation, we have this to be a squared minus 4a minus a plus 4 will be equal to 0. Now let us factorize, and we'll have a open bracket, what is remaining, a minus, remove a from minus 4, you have minus 4. Now what will we have here? We'll have minus open bracket a minus 4, which will be equal to 0. Now let's refactorize. We have two common things, so we'll bring them into one place, which will be a minus 4 equal to 0, and the other one, which is, now you can have 1 here, so make it a minus 1 equals to 0. Now when we solve for this, we have a equals to 4 and a equals to 1. When we got here, we can now go to the last step, which is remember that. Now remember the law, which is this: 2 raised to the power x equals a. So for your quadratic equation, we'll be having two answers. But when we did this simple equation, we had just one answer. So when a is equal to 4, 2a and 2 raised to the power x will be equal to 4. Now what can we convert in order to be able to cancel? We've done exponential equation. If you have not, you don't understand how to do this, please check the part 1 of this series. We discussed how to find this. Now 4 can also be written as 2 raised to the power 2, so we have the same base, which will give us 2 raised to the power x equal to 2 raised to the power 2. Now we can divide the bases to have x equals to 2, and that is the answer for the first one. Now we can also say when a is equal to 1, because it's two answers we must get. Now when a is equal to 1, 2 raised to the power x will be equal to 1. Now how do we do this? Now remember, from the fourth law of indices, we have it that anything raised to the power 0 will be equal to 1. Therefore, we can just pick the base here, which is 2, and say 2 raised to the power x will be equal to 2 raised to the power 0. Now 2 raised to the power 0 is same thing as 1, so now we can cancel the both bases to have it to be x equal to 0. Now the final answer is that x equals to 2 or x equals to 0. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more.